Hey everybody, welcome to Charity Fundraising TV by BW Unlimited Charity Fundraising, a North American charity fundraising leader in a one-stop shop setting. Check out our website at www.bwunlimited.com. Check it out. Let me say it again, www.bwunlimited.com. Check it out. So that's right, we have a new name for these video blogs, Charity Fundraising TV. That's what we're going to call it. You know why? Because I'm getting a lot of questions and there's a lot of topics that come up. So we're going to just make this fun, make it light and exciting. And I'm here for you to help you out, here for you, for auctioneers, anybody that does anything to do with charity fundraising, or if you're bored and you just like watching me, let's go. Okay, so today we're going to talk about something that I've ran up against, and it's important. It's very important for you if you're an auctioneer in the industry, or you're a charity, especially for you charities out there. Okay, we're going to talk about why a certificate of authenticity is so important. All right, so let me give you some scenarios. About 2 or 3 years ago, I went in to do a charity fundraising event, and I set up all these jerseys on mannequins. If you see my shtick, I have mannequins and everything. Everybody likes to look at their butt, and when I'm setting them up, yeah, very funny. And then it gets a little old after a while. Okay, so instead of looking at my butt, they're looking at the mannequin's butt. So setting up the mannequins, with the autographed jerseys and everything that I have comes with a certificate of authenticity. So this lady walks in and she says, "Oh my God, take down all those jerseys, take them all down. My father got a bunch of jerseys donated. I don't want your stuff up. I want his stuff up." It's okay. So I look at all her stuff, and not one of them comes with a certificate of authenticity. And to be honest with you, I saw them and the autographs were really bad, which meant to me fake, right? So I said, okay. She said, take them all down. I said, listen, I'm going to warn you now. The moment somebody buys these, they're going to ask you for a certificate of authenticity. And then what? And she said, no, they're my father's, and he did this, and he's going to do that, and all this other stuff. I said, okay, that's fine. So I took them all down. All my jerseys down, put hers all up, and away we go. Guess what? The next day, after one guy bought all her jerseys, asked for the certificate of authenticity, and she didn't have them. She literally was speechless. The guy said, "I'm going to return these. I only want them if they have the certificate of authenticity." Because, ladies and gentlemen, here's the problem. Okay, if you're doing a charity fundraising event and somebody donates, in fact, I just saw some today. And I was there visiting, dropping off some items, and I turned some things over, and there was no cert on the thing. Turned it back over and thought, back away, right? So if you have an item, somebody donates an item to you, and it's autographed. It could be autographed by Fred Flintstone, and there's no certificate of authenticity. It is literally worthless. That's the truth. A certificate of authenticity covers you. It covers the buyer, because these are collectibles, right? Anybody can take a baseball and sign Fred Flintstone on it and give it to you and say, hey, it was signed by Fred Flintstone. But what happens if... Now, let me tell you the real... If you watch me not long enough, you know that there's an underbelly of the whole charity fundraising, charity auction item side, especially for some of these that are passing guitars and signed movie posters and all this other hand-sketched. That's another one. Sketched things from Charles Schulz don't exist. They worth be a bajillion dollars, but somehow that company can never run out of them. So what you don't ever want to do is you don't ever want to accept something autographed and put it on a place where people are spending money on it. If it has no certificate of authenticity, it's worth whatever it's autographed on. If it's a jersey, it's worth the jersey. If it's a ball, it's worth the ball. You're not guaranteeing anybody anything. However, if you use it on a silent auction or in a live auction and it has no certificate of authenticity, I'm going to bet you. I bet you my house. I bet you all my hair, what's left. Bet you my house that the moment the thing sells, somebody's going to come back and ask for a COA, certificate of authenticity. So it's literally up to you. It's your event, right? In the end, you could do what you want to do. But I'm only here. I'm the reality charity fundraising guy. I'm here to protect you. So let's say you have this thing. Somebody donates and says, oh my God, Fred Flintstone signed this ball for you. Here, I'm going to donate it, or signed a club or whatever. I'm going to donate it. and somebody buys it, and then they come back and say, hey, do you have the certificate of authenticity? And you say no. Well, it's going to be a bad, makes you look very unprofessional, one. Two, let's do this. This happened. A charity that I was working with, after this happened, used items that were provided by some other company and took these autographed items to an authenticator, and that authenticator said all the autographs are counterfeit. It's this other one that I'm talking about. They're all counterfeit. Now, do you want to be the charity that's passing counterfeit items? Do you want to be called, have everybody out there know that you're passing counterfeit items? Because believe it or not, even me, I've been doing this a long time. I don't know what a counterfeit autograph. I can't authenticate anything. People ask me to authenticate stuff all the time. I can't authenticate it because I'm not an authenticator. So either are you. Somebody could say, hey, yeah, here's a Derek Jeter signed baseball. You don't know. You're not an expert in the field. You don't know. So what do? You better cover your butt and say, does it come with a certificate of authenticity? Yes, no, it doesn't. I'm sorry. Yes, we'll use it, but we're going to use it in a raffle. Now, if they complain and say, well, I want you to use it in an auction, we can't do it, and give it back to them. I'm telling you, cover your butt. Cover your butt. Look, donations are great, but if they have the chance of getting you in trouble or tarnishing your reputation, pass. Pass. Now, let's take it a step further. If you really want to be, this is like class 101 is about making sure there's a certificate of authenticity. Class 102, the advanced class, will tell you the same thing I always talk about. If you really want to make sure that's real, find out who the authenticator is. If it does come with a certificate of authenticity, who's the authenticator? Because if you can counterfeit the autograph, you can also counterfeit the certificate of authenticity. And I don't have them laying right in front of me. They're way over there. But, JSA and PSA DNA, that's who we use because they're the standard in the industry. So class 101, if you have an autographed item and it does not come with a certificate of authenticity, pass on it. I'm telling you, you're better off. Pass on it. Number two, class 102 says, if you have something that's autographed and it has a certificate of authenticity, just to check out, or you can call me and ask me and I'll tell you, yeah, that's a good one. Check to see who the authenticator is. You might as well, right? Again, if you get somebody donates something that's autographed and it does not have a certificate of authenticity, it's up to you. You've been warned. It's up to you whether you use it. But I'm telling you, if it doesn't have one, either use it in a raffle or don't accept it at all. That's your lesson for today from Charity Fundraising TV, brought to you by BW Unlimited Charity Fundraising, a North American charity fundraising leader in a one-stop shop setting. Check out our website at www.bwunlimited.com. See you later. Bye-bye.